I give the floor to the representative of Georgia.
Thank you, Chair, and congratulations on your appointment. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to address you on behalf of the National Statistics Office of Georgia as a newly elected member of the UN Statistical Commission. I am grateful to all of you for the strong support demonstrated towards my country in terms of delivering strong mandate to perform the role of the Commission effectively. Georgia highly values the work done by the interagency expert group on SDGs established to develop an indicator framework for monitoring the goals and targets for Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development. However, we would like also to point out that we were surprised to hear of the rejection of the replacement proposal for indicator 8.9.2, which was very well aligned with target 8.9. So we believe that recommended deletion would hinder proper monitoring of the target. Therefore, Georgia would like to respectfully ask the group and Secretariat if it would be possible to revisit this decision. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays global interest to the numbers is increasing as reliable data is the basis for any sound policy decision. It is impossible always, of course, to meet all the requirements of statistical data that may arise from different users. However, we must always be ready to offer to society a set of priorities that will be in line with their needs and requirements. I'm extremely happy to announce that in December last year, Government of Georgia adopted the strategy of national statistical system, which sets out the main priorities of Geostat and defines concrete rules and obligations of relevant institutions involved in the system. Produce high-quality statistics based on user needs, establish effective processes, and capacity building are the top priorities of which the activities of Geostat will be based on the next 4 years. During the strategic period, we plan to establish new standards and introduce new methodologies, conduct new surveys, and produce more disaggregated data, which will be a valuable resource for baseline indicators of SDGs. Our plan also takes into account activities related improvement of data quality. We also plan wider use of administrative data sources and more investment in information technologies, as only traditional data collection methods may not be sufficient to address the increased demand on statistical data. Moreover, the increased need for disaggregated data to respond demands of Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development has exposed the gaps in statistics from official statistical sources. New sources have the potential of filling data gaps, provide necessary indicators for decision-making and policy execution as well, that can drive targeted policies, making for achieving SDGs. To conclude, in spite of all remarkable developments, continuous efforts are needed in order to foster effective implementation of SDGs in Georgia. My country is committed to be active in implementation of the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development. I would like to assure you that Georgia is your true partner who will continue supporting our joint activities, and I believe that with close cooperation and active engagement of the international community and UN custodian agencies, we will be able to achieve our goals from collective visions. Thank you very much for your attention.